I want to talk to you guys a little bit about King of Tokyo, as well as something that I've called
Crisis.
what we wanted to do was one of two things. We either got more energy moving into the game, or we just wanted to find a way to access more cards. There's a thick deck, and majority of the time, you don't even get through like a quarter of the deck. That was where this started. In the base, my recommendation is to only do it with Tokyo City. Don't do it with Tokyo Bay. And I'll explain more of that down the line. Whoever rolled the most of whatever you say was the one who gets to choose their monster first. And each of the monster comes with the evolutions for each one. And there's 3 different ways that you can use the evolutions. I like to start where you shuffle up your specific characters. You take off the top 2, looking at them, choosing one, and then the one you don't choose goes on the bottom of your evolutions. That's the extraneous action of the 3 hearts. If you roll 3 punches, you got costumes. Here's one of the worst ones ever, called cheerleader. Let me know in the comments if you agree. This is terrible. I hate it. Anyway, you then could steal the costume from whoever's player area of whom you cause damage to. Now, I made a slight adjustment to this with the energy crisis. I believe that in the original way of saying that you get to steal this, it's stupid, because you get to steal it, but you have to pay exactly how much it cost. So you don't get to steal it, you just get an opportunity to buy it off somebody.
What?
What we changed about it was we mixed the costumes in with regular cards because the whole idea was to try and get more cards out. I don't recommend that. My recommendation in hindsight would be have 4 cards out, 2 different piles. The pile of the deck of cards and the costumes. Everybody starts with a random costume. The 3 punches allow you to buy a costume or any of the cards that are in front of the person that you cause damage to. The 3 punches allows me to buy any card, not evolutions, cards. The amount of damage that you roll, since that's what activates being able to steal a card, equals the cost that I discount from the card I want. So say I want to steal the costume, and I want to steal this princess, it's worth 5 energy. Normally, I would have to pay that person 5 energy, and then I have their costume. For the energy crisis idea, I would subtract, say I rolled 3 fists, I rolled a 2, and a 1. Terrible, happened to me a ton last night. I would get whatever this is minus 3, because I rolled 3. So I would still have to pay the person 2 energy to steal their card. Simple discount idea. I get an opportunity to steal based upon the damage that I inflicted upon somebody, but I'm still paying a little bit. I can't just take their 7 and be like, haha,
It's mine now.
So that's a slight variation, a slight change to the already existing variation. The next one would be this. You have 3 hearts, you have 3 fists, you have 3 threes, but the 3 energy does nothing. So we thought, let's make the energy do something. If you rolled 3 energy, then you get the 3 energy, plus you get to look at the top 2 cards of the deck. You get to choose one of them, and you can buy it at a discount equal to what you rolled. And I get it right then. That was a way to try and get the cards out of the deck into hands to try and build and be able to create something. What we found, and what I would recommend now in hindsight, if you roll 3, yes, have it do something. You get the top card off the deck, hands down, and that is yours. Or you take the energy and no card, one or the other. You can do that, or steal from what is out here on the deck by the board. But you have to choose. I could just take the 3 energy to hold on to. Or I rolled 3, so instead of taking the 3 energy, I could right now apply that as a discount to the cards that are out here and be like, oh my goodness, I want this one. That's what I would recommend. It's not a both scenario, because both makes it too overpowered compared to the others. I think it's a cool way to be able to give 3 energy something special while also not making it too overpowered.
Nice.
3 energy, steal from beside the board, which is to buy at a discounted price and put in play right then. The 3 fists, steal whoever you cause damage to and buy at the discount of the dice rolled. And then 3 hearts would activate the evolution. In my opinion, pick up 2, choose 1, discard the other underneath the pile. Originally going into the energy crisis, the idea was if you killed somebody, they were not eliminated. If you got to 0, a couple things happened. One, you lost everything. Your evolutions, any cards, costumes, anything like that, your energy cubes, you lost it all. Except you lost half of your victory points rounded down, and you skipped a turn. The reason why I said earlier about only playing with Tokyo City, when you have 2 people going into Tokyo and 2 people in Tokyo causing damage to everyone else, what it caused is a massive amount of damage, which kept causing resets, and it kept prolonging the game longer and longer. And it didn't help with trying to build the cards into our hands, because when you black out, you lose everything. So it kind of worked against itself.
Oh no.
The recommendation in the second round, we did this to where if you died, you did die. So you can keep that a factor. The other idea within the variant is you lose everything, you drop to half of your XP rounded down, but you don't lose a turn. And that would allow things to keep moving. If you want to go the route of distilling everything back to just victory point focus, either remove the idea of losing a turn or keep the turn loss, but give stacking victory point value. If you take someone out, they're going to black out and they're going to reset to have a chance at a comeback, as well as to not have to sit there. If I'm Mecha Dragon and I take out Gigazar, I gain 2 victory points. That person loses half of their victory points. The next person that I take out, that's going to be worth 3 victory points. And so if you're a smart person, you can see how it's going to continue to gain, right? If you're playing with 6 players and you take out 5 people, the math would add up to you getting 20 victory points. So you could go the route of just murdering people and you would get 20 victory points. So you got to test it out for yourself and see what you like. But my recommendations, if you want to do this idea of the energy crisis, would be as follows. The 3 hearts get you 2 evolution cards, choose one, discard the other under your deck. 3 fists rolled allow you the ability to steal at discount according to the face of your die from whoever you inflict damage on. 3 energy allow you the option to either collect the energy as normal or to steal a card that is from one of the 4 that is out by the board. 3 regular cards and 1 costume. If you kill somebody, you get +2 victory points, and it stacks each kill. If you are someone who gets killed, they lose everything, you lose half of your VP rounded down, don't lose a turn. Or you keep your stuff, you lose half your VP, and you lose a turn. You got 3 things that you could lose, choose 2. So that's the idea of energy crisis. Overall, it's a lot of explanation, but it's actually rather simple, and I'd be curious to hear from you. Be sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I hope you enjoy this, and I'd look forward to hearing from you guys what you liked about this, maybe some things that didn't really jive well, and maybe some ideas of variants that you've created or some house rules that you've used that made it fun for you and some friends to be able to do.